man. I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba dibba 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 dibba. If I were a bitty bitty rich, idle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And with each quack and cluck and gobble and honk would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty run. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty bitty rich, man, I see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper dull chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Repetevia, pardon me, Repetevia. Posing problems that would cross the rabbi's eye. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty run. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am.